Good morning. So I came. Apologies for the first part of this video sideways. I guess so I could edit it and rotate it and put it back in, but editing that I can't be arsed doing. It's only for the first few 10 seconds anyway. So I was watching this and I was thinking to myself, why are they so? Why are they all wearing masks for one? Right? I was thinking, right, I'll give them benefit of the doubt here to these people. That must have been during the great whooping cough that was put upon the earth. And then I looked into the video, and apparently it was posted on March this year. So the sources are saying that it's this year. So then that made me think, right? Well, if you're so proud in what you're saying and what you're doing, and the message that you're trying to project, why would you hide your face? Unless like this school. Not only is this school full of confused uh, confused children, it's also full of hypochondriacs. You know, that's the only logical explanation for this. Um, but why would you hide your face if you're so proud and you believe so much in what you're saying? You wouldn't hide your face. You know, you just wouldn't. It's not. It's not a natural thing to do. Um, a lot of people say during the Great Whooping Cough when the people were, and there were some people that thought like us. Well, I'll say myself, right? Thought like myself, where it was, they would say it's great wearing it, because I don't like say people make up excuses like I don't like the way my teeth look or I don't like the way I smile. Plus, when I put a mask on, it sort of empowers me, you know. It sort of gives me like this power trip where I can say what I want and basically not face any sort of harsh consequences due to being hidden, that way. But I've never worn anything on my face. A lot of views that know and watch their lives, or I turn the camera on myself. Never felt the need to wear anything on my face because it's just what you get. What you see is what you get with me. I speak my mind. I'm not afraid to say what I believe is happening in the world. So therefore, I don't need to hide behind no mask. And my teeth weren't the best, but still didn't stop me from not wearing anything. That's not having to go at anyone that does. Do what you do whatever you want to do, right? But it was like, yeah, it was like if you've so much pride, why hide behind a mask? Just speak your mind, say what you want to say. You obviously believe in what you're saying because you're saying it into a camera. That's gonna be that's never going to be deleted. It's always going to be available for people to see, that way. So you obviously believe in something that you're saying. But have a listen to this, and then I came across something about humiliation that I thought was very appropriate and probably describes this better than I could ever describe this, right? And some things that are said in it, like in the part I'm going to read out at the end, are things that I have been saying down the years, right? So have a listen to this.
By Spade and Alex. A lot of people call me Marshmallow. I use any pronouns except for she, her, and I am the social media secretary of the Saline Middle School Gay Straight Alliance Club. This will be our first video, so we are doing a brief introduction of the membership. But other than that, have a good time here.
Hi, I'm Jinx. I go by they pronouns, and I am the vice president of GSA. And I am Cal's father.
Hi, my name is B. Pronouns they, them. And I'm GSA secretary. One little fact about myself is that I like public speaking.
Hello, my name is Ash or Rohan, depending on where you know me from. My pronouns are they, them, and I am the club treasurer. Fact about me is that I'm an artist. I like to draw digitally, and yeah, that's it.
I'm Socks. I'm the 8th grade representative of the GSA. I use she, they pronouns, and one interesting fact about me is that I was one of 3 cuttable characters in the play.
Hi, my name is Clover.
my pronouns change often, but if you don't know, just say they, them. Um, I'm the sixth grade representative, and fact about me is I love manga.
The president.
I love Mongo. Mongo, your man out of that movie. Remember Blazing Saddles? Anyways, so while watching that, now listen to this, right? It was just a random thing I came across online. Nothing about the current political situation we are currently experiencing in the West will ever make sense to you unless you first understand that you live under foreign occupation and are thus subject to the rules of the occupiers. If you do not start from there, you will search for multiple explanations and rationalizations for your society's misery and shortcomings that will ultimately lead you nowhere. The thing is, your enemy has no interest in so-called victory over you because they have already won long ago, before most of you were even born. Now, the entirety of their actions is aimed at one single goal: humiliation. Humiliation robs you of your humanity, your will, your reason to fight on. Humiliation takes everything from you. Now listen to this. It even robs you of being worthy of empathy. Isn't that powerful? I'm going to read that line again. Humiliation takes everything from you. It even robs you of being worthy of empathy. It has been used by every occupier in history, and it's our natural primal understanding of defeat. The Ottoman practice of kochek is a prime example, similar to the concept of drag kids in modern America. Kocheks were a combination of dancers, clowns, and prostitutes. They were young, non-Muslim boys taken from their parents and trained to be willful sexual objects and entertainers for the Ottoman Turks. The goal was to have the occupied think, if we allow that to be done to our boys, what else can they do to us? The answer is anything. It's a full spectrum domination of the minds of the conquered. Your enemy doesn't want gay pride parades in your street, drag queens in your libraries, your son's peepees mutilated and drip-fed estrogen from birth, your parents dead from opioids and cancer, your daughter race mixing, your meat replaced with bugs, all while your media laughs at you because they think it's for anyone's benefit. They want it because they know you don't want it, but can't stop them. They want to humiliate you. There isn't any other reason, and that's exactly what they are doing. Now, that part there, there's a few parts in that, right? Well, the first one that I came across was the humiliation takes everything from you, and it even robs you of being worthy of empathy. I mean, that's prophetic. That's prophetic. I reached out to this guy and I was like, "Is this from some book? Like, where can I get this? You know, where did you get this from?" He hasn't replied to me yet, but if he does, I'm doing a video. I'm gonna get this book if it is a book and read the whole fucking entirety of it. Another part was they want it because they know you don't want it. Like, that's profound as well, isn't it? You know, I do often think of, particularly in like the celebrity lifestyle, and politicians. And, you know, there's these things that they talk about, and you're like, why the fuck are they even talking about this? You remember, like, over here in Ireland with the political side of things, where they wanted to remove mother, you know, they wanted to remove the word mother from the Constitution, or how they wanted to replace, you know, saying a pregnant woman with a birthing person. And you think to yourself, why the fuck would you even, who even thought of that? And like, and they're saying it's to make it make people more inclusive or whatever. No, that's just nonsense. That's just nonsense. There's no reason for them to want to remove mother from the Constitution, or how in the courts they wanted to remove the word God. You know, like, why would they? Think about that. Why would they want to remove the word God? You know. there's something about that one. I'm going off on a tangent here. There's something about the word God that these fuckers that are in power dislike. Um, I liken it as well to. Do you remember that guy who was going around and he had a Bible and he was going around to the likes of Buzz Aldrin and you know the people who went to the moon, unquote, and he was making them go, "You swear on the Bible, you swear to God that you went to the moon," and they get real angry with him, and one even assaults him. One of them even assaulted him, and you're like, "Well, if what's so wrong about putting your hand on the Bible and swearing you went to the moon?" But it was like, or swearing to God that you went to the moon. And it was the physical reaction that these people had that made me step back and go, whoa, whoa, you know? So I was just throwing that video out there because it was weird. I came across that saying that little speech about humiliation and this video were in 5 minutes of each other. And they were completely two different posts. They had nothing to do with each other. But yet somehow they linked in. So let us know in the comments what you think of that.